Excuse me, that is perfect. That is perfect. You hear, when it's said the other way, it doesn't really make as much sense as wish. To wish, you see, she's playing with the word. We know that the actress, the character, is playing with the word wish. Once we see the actor doing that, then we understand the wordplay that's happening. Very good.
Though for myself alone I would not be ambitious in my wish to wish myself much better, yet for you I would be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich.
Good. I'm just stop you there. That's very good. I'm just going to point out that in Shakespeare this happens also, is that numbers become like noble, nobler, noblesse. It goes up. That literally shows you the value. Treble is 3. What's next?
Trebled 20 times.
20 is more than 3. That much more. So you get more excited by 3, and I get 20 times as much money. And what's the next? 1,000 times much more money. So that we, the actor, must do the same thing with those numbers as he is doing with the words and the value of the numbers. Okay.
I would be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, that only to stand high in your account I might exceed in virtues, beauties, livings, friends, exceed account.
Good. Now that's very good. What I'm going to ask you to do is that upward, and it's hard, I'm going to help you with that. That only to stand high in your account. And what I want you to do is not to get back to that. Only to stand high in your account.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Okay, and all that is saved in inflection.
See.
Right.
That only to stand high in your account I might in virtue.
Now, help us along, Sarah, and it's hard because Americans don't have an handle. Only to stand high in your account, I'll reflect it.
That only to stand high in your account.
Even more, almost there, you're halfway there.
That only to stand high in your account I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends, exceed account.
Good. Much more sense, right? Yeah. And all she did was upward inflect at the end of the line and inflect the list, the items in the list, and got to that exceed account. See? And it's very simple, and it's not very simple, but it can be made much, much clearer simply if there are certain techniques applied to it. Okay, keep going.
But the full sum of me is sum of something which to term and gross is an unlessoned girl.
Good. Now that stuff about some, it's just Shakespeare showing off and failing. He doesn't always succeed. And this is just, he's getting cute with words. Portia's getting cute with words. And when it works terrifically, and sometimes it doesn't. This one is a minor failure, so bear with it. It's okay.
But the full sum of me is sum of something which, to term and gross, is an unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpracticed. Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn. Happier than this, she is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed as from her lord, her governor, her king.
Good. I want you to go back. It's very good. When the same phrase is repeated, we have happy, happier, happiest. So we've got to play with that. And there is sort of in this, happier in this, happy in this. That's the phrase. It's like a litany. It's like the clanging of a bell. Happy in this, happier than this, happiest in this. It's like in the Catholic Church there's a litany. That's what this is. It's sort of a verbal litany. And what I want you to do is upward inflect. Upward inflect the items until you get to the end of happiest of all. Got that inflection plate.
Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn.
Learn, upward inflect.
But she may learn.
Learn. Yeah.
Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but she may learn. Happier than this. She is not bred so dull, but that she can learn.
That you can learn, right?
Happiest of all, is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed as from her Lord, her Governor, her King.
Good. That's good. I want you to do it one more time, and then try and keep that upward inflection, and keep in your head that you're doing happy, happier, happiest.
Happy in this, she is not yet so old, but that she may learn. Happier than this, she is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours to be directed as from her Lord, her Governor, her King.
Good. So you see the progression: happy, happier, happiest. Very nicely done, Sarah. And no, is she done? Oh, she's done. Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. Very nice. A trick that actors can use, or you can use in life, by the way, it's a great trick, is if you do this, is if you take a deep breath that's audible, that someone you're talking to can hear. They think you went through something. They think that, oh, that must have been deep. You had to take a deep breath on that one. And it's just a trick to do. And what American actors want to do is to do that organically, so that we have the experience emotionally as you would normally. And then we find that deep breath. But you can do it backwards. We just have a deep breath. And then during rehearsal, you'll find where that deep breath comes from.
Oh, these men. Does Sally Thompson think, tell them, Amelia, that there be women who abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Would Sal do such a thing for the world?
Why would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I neither by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark. The world's a huge thing. It's a great price for a small price.
Good troth. I think thou wouldst not.
By my troth, I think I should, and undo it when I've done it. Marry, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, nor for measures of lawn, nor for gowns, petticoats, nor caps, nor any petty exhibition, but for all the whole world. For pity, who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it.
True me, I would do such a wrong for the whole world.
Why, the wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labour, it is a wrong in your own world, when you might quickly make it right.
I do not think there is any such word.
Yes, a dozen. And as many to the advantage as would store the world they laid for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults when wives do fall. So they slack their duties and pour our pleasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or so they strike us, or scant our former having, in despite. Why, we have gold. And though we have some grace, yet we have some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell, and have their palates both for sweet and sour, as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. And is frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have we not affections, desires, sports, and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night. Good night. God me such use is sent, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad names.
Good. I'm going to do a great disservice. I'm going to tell you there's really nothing I can tell you, because I thought that was very nice. So I'm not going to ask you to read it again. It was very nicely done. And I think a lot of the things that we picked up as we went through, that you incorporated. And have either one of you done this before? Yes. It was very nicely done. But you can see, especially in that scene, how modern sounding it can sound. that it can be fairly, I think once you got the idea that what Amelia was talking about was about, how do I put this delicately?
Say it straight out, Armin. Again, this is a healthy group.
Right. What Amelia was talking about was, would you not screw another man to help your husband? And Amelia says no, and Desdemona says no, and Amelia says, oh, well, you're foolish then. I'd have the world for that. But again, and what Linda did, which is very nice, was showed you took you along the way as an attorney, and finally got to then I would do as husbands do. And that's the rhetoric working in the piece. And I thought the both of you related off each other very well, which is what the next step in acting is finding your emotional core, finding the emotional core in somebody else, and dealing with people as you deal with them normally. But I think I hope what you tried to find or could find is that it can be a lot easier to do and to hear, I think, if the actors will just help you along a little, if they will find the wordplay that's in the script and point it out to the audience as part of their performance, a part that you should never even be aware of. The actors always think of themselves as priests and priestesses of a mystery. And this is the mystery. This is the mystery that you don't usually get a part of. And I've sort of pulled back the veil a little so that you can take a look at it. And once you get through that, you begin to really understand the magic of Shakespeare's writing. And thank you very much.
Principal Snyder.
So, we think school events are stupid, and we think authority figures ought to be made fun of.
No, we don't. Well, unless you do.
And we think our afternoon classes are optional. All three of you left campus yesterday.
Yeah, but we were fighting a demon.
Fighting?
Not fighting.
No, we left to avoid fighting.
Real antisocial types. You need to integrate into this school, people. I think I just found 3 eager new participants for the talent show.
What?
No.
Please?
I've been watching you 3. Always getting into one scrape, brother.
Well, we're really, really sorry, but about the talent show, please, you can't make us.
My predecessor, Mr. Flutie, may have gone in for all that touchy-feely relating nonsense. But he was eaten. You're in my world now. And Sunnydale has touched and felt for the last time.
Can I just mention that detention is a time-honored form of punishment?
I know the 3 of you will come up with a wonderful act for the school to watch. And mock. And laugh.